Oh, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and Brett Covey is back there taking punts. Is anybody surprised about that? No, I don't think so. But there was a couple of other people taking punts as well that I guarantee surprised you, and we're gonna talk about who that was. Also, um, we have unofficially, we have our cornerback two and our safety. Um, both of those guys, um, you know, talked to the press and didn't really say anything about how official it was, but with those guys taking the bulk of the snaps at cornerback two and at safety, I think it's pretty safe to say these guys will start our season off, at those positions as starters. Also, um, we have a really there's a Nick Sirianni tends to bring out these messages, man. And I think besides Jalen Hurts, they got to be competing for the best messages ever between Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. It's got to be like a rock paper scissors match. Whoever come up with the best messages win. And it seems like they're constantly working on these messages, man, because they're getting better and better. And Saquon got one for y'all that we probably never heard. We're gonna get into that too. Also, Vic Fangio has talked went and did his press conference today, his media day today, and he was talking about a couple of things. And something that came across as a question was, what's the health and what does Andrew Mukuba look like? He spoke on that, and we're going to get into that. And he also spoke on a cornerback, in which you guys know that I'm very high on. And I might not be by myself. So, we also got some clips from DeVonta Smith on previous years of playing the Dallas Cowboys, because one of their corners just got $100 million. 4 years, $100 million. And DeVonta Smith tend to give him some work. So I guess we just going to show that because the Dallas Cowgirls is coming up. And that's all I want to do. Hey, and Cam, like I said, Cam Jurgens and Reed Blankenship spoke on the matchup with the Cowboys and their focus on beating the Cowboys, not beating Michael Parsons. So let's get into it. Okay, so the punt return team, I guess everybody realized that Brett Covey was going to be the person receiving all the punts, but Cooper DeJean actually took a bunch of punt return reps, so I could see him being like the backup to Britton Covey. I don't really like it much, but it's way better than the alternative of who was taking punts right behind Cooper DeJean. So A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith thought it'd be a good idea to go out there and get some punt return snaps. I'm not a fan of that at all. I'm sure we all don't like the fact that our top receivers are going out there taking punts. It's not fun. It's not funny. So, I think they, being realistic about the situation, they're not taking no punts. They barely want Cooper DeJean to be taking punts, but I can almost guarantee that there's no DeVonta Smith taking punts. There's no A.J. Brown taking punts. So I just think it was something to mix it up out there. Also, like I said, DeVonta Smith. Since we speaking on DeVonta Smith, DeVonta Smith be giving these guys work, giving these corners work, man. Now they're overpriced. I wouldn't say overpriced. Now, you know, some people, you can't really put a price on what you think is valuable. But Devontae Smith be putting some work on this $100 million corner that they done gave this money to. And we're going to go ahead and look at that video now.
Hey, tell T6 stop on that hold.
Hey, as soon as he stopped holding, almost immediately when he stopped holding, it was work being put on him, boy. I bet you he couldn't wait to get out that game. You know what I'm saying? So Cam Jurgens and Reed Blankenship was speaking on what they thought about the matchup. You know what I'm saying? About Michael Parsons not being there. And they had this to say.
Past, you know, you got different coaches, different coordinators, so it's different. You know, it's first game of the year. You know, we think we know what we're going against, but you know, same thing for them. You know, you add new stuff every season, so you know you don't have game film to watch. You know, from week one, so it's always a little bit of a surprise. But that's why, you know, just focus on ourselves and make sure we're prepared and doing what we need to be doing.
I mean, obviously they got a new head coach, kind of a new offense, but I'm sure we'll see some of the same stuff we've been seeing. Obviously, it's the first game of the year, so we're going to definitely see something new. But we're just preparing for what we have, and maybe some hiccups here and there. But you know, just stick to our rules and just play ball.
And I do agree. It ain't the Michael Parsons and the Cowboys. He does make them very good with the sacks he was able to give them, but you know, he could have helped them out as far as their defense, as far as them being ran all over. You can run all over Michael Parsons, man, but with the team now, you don't really know yet. You know, they might still be some powder puffs as far as the run is concerned, but you don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna force people to like figure it out. Like for the last 2 years, we didn't figure out if we can run through Michael Parsons, but now it's like you got to figure out their defense all over again. So, you know, and they're every season is new. So we'll see. This is one of those things where we'll just see. Okay, let's talk Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio said Andrew Mukuba looks healthy. I did say this in my very last video where Andrew Mukuba was with the practice team. He did everything the practice team did. He didn't look gimpy or anything. So he did look healthy. The other question they asked him was if Andrew Mukuba is behind the 8 ball because of the injury. And if you know Vic Fangio, like we all know Vic Fangio, if you do not practice, he is reluctant to play you. If you're injured all the time, he's reluctant to play you. So he is behind. And I kind of knew the answer to that question when the whoever it was in the media decided to ask it. We kind of knew it. So this is Sidney Brown's spot for a while until hopefully he doesn't get injured or he's just playing bad enough to where they want to put Andrew Mukuba in. While we're speaking on Vic Fangio also was asked about Jakorian Bennett and what did he think of him as a player. And I'm going to put the picture as I tell you. But, you know, he got really good things to say about Jakorian Bennett. So good, in fact, he said that Jakorian Bennett will see the field sometime this season. And he joked about it could be this week. So I'm very high up on Jakorian Bennett. Any man running a 4.3 at his size is something to marvel at. Not marble. So I'm somebody who was very excited to see him on the field and playing in real time, but he also had a couple of injuries that kind of set him back. So, you know, he's barely making the push, but Vic Fangio sees a lot of good stuff in him. And a lot of times Vic ain't wrong. So I'm waiting. Now, for the final topic, for the main event, Saquon Barkley got a message from Nick Sirianni and Nick Sirianni is, work together, work hard, togetherness, lock in on all the key things. And his messages keep getting better and better, man. Like Nick Sirianni is low key a rapper because he be dropping bars. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear what Saquon had to say about Nick Sirianni's message.
What does it mean to me personally? I feel like just continue to focus on the thing that matters most, and that's winning football games. He said something in the beginning of offseason. If you think you're the reason why we won the Super Bowl last year, you're exactly right. If you think you're the only reason why we won the Super Bowl last year, you're exactly wrong. It's going to take all of us. And I love that with all the stars and playmakers we had and legends and Lane, Hall of Famer. We do a really good job of buying into the message that coach wants, and it's sent for him and it's passed on to the leaders and the captains, and then we make sure that gets on throughout the locker room. So that's a mindset that we're going to continue to have with the team, and just focus on the thing that matters most, and that's winning football games, and not matter how, it don't matter how.
Yeah, that is good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the team together. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's bigger than nobody. And I love those messages from Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts because they're keeping the team together, understanding that winning games is the best, is what the goal is. Winning games to get in a Super Bowl is the goal. And like I said, man, we could get a couple. You know what I'm saying? With the right mindset, we can come here and snatch about 2 Super Bowls out of this team. And ain't no telling how long we can run the league doing this. Jalen Hurts, obviously want that to happen. Just get everybody else on the same page, man. And we rolling. That's all I got for you, man. Hey, tell me what y'all think about that message. Anybody else high on Jacorian Bennett? Go check out some highlights. You might be, and Nick, we might, if you are somebody who likes to do the betting on game day thing, you might want to put Devontae Smith in one of the wide receiver slots. 100 yards for Devontae Smith in one of them wide receiver slots, or a touchdown, or even a touchdown, because he tends to ball out against these Cowboys or Cowgirls, however you want to call it. That's all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds.